Hello. Are you consciously choosing your life, or are you simply reacting to what's showing up in it? Are you the lead actor, or are you playing a support role, responding to whatever's coming your way? Sometimes it feels like we are overwhelmed in the moment, and that's all that we can do is simply react to what's going on. Or even this time of year when it's the holidays, and I know several people that have difficult times during the holidays. And so it makes it a lot easier to choose what's fast, fun, and easy, not thinking about the consequences, and then losing themselves by numbing out or distracting through any one of several different patterns that can be pretty destructive. And your life is precious. You are precious, and you deserve to create an amazing life that you love, that has a vision, that you have a vision for your life. You know who you are, you know what you want, and you know where you're going. And when you maintain that focus, the focus of the vision of your life, that's what keeps you on track. So when the tests come up, you can actually say, no, that's not for me, and continue walking. When the triggers happen, you can actually stop and you can say, I wonder why this is bothering me. I wonder why I'm getting depressed or upset or angry. And you can ask yourself, what am I feeling? What is the emotion that I'm feeling? Where am I feeling it in my body? Is your throat feeling constricted and shut down? Is your heart hurting? Is it in your stomach? Is it a knot? Is your head pounding? What is the feeling that comes up for you? Whatever it is, you get to ask yourself, when was the first time that I felt this? And as you remember back, you can actually create a moment where you can consciously get into your body, feel into your body, to your emotions. And you can acknowledge maybe something that you haven't wanted to remember, something that you've pushed down, but once you go through it, it makes seeing the patterns as they show up so much more easily. You become aware, you become emotionally aware, and that allows you to live your life from a space of consciously choosing it and being able to get honest with yourself, having the courage to be honest with yourself and asking, why is this showing up? Because sometimes those tests are just showing up to mirror something for you that's ready to heal. And a lot of times those patterns started when we were very, very young. And I'll share something with you today. So when I was a small girl, maybe 5 or 6 years old, I remember going to JCPenney's with my mom. And I can't remember why we were there, but we needed to pick something up, and all the other kids were getting new school clothes, and I asked for a new pair of jeans. And my mom said no. And I got upset because I never got anything new. I always got hand-me-downs. If I look back, there's maybe a couple times that I remember as a little girl where I got something new. I was so excited. But most of the time I had hand-me-downs. And now I love them. Like, I think of all the love, my sisterly love for my sisters that give me stuff sometimes. But when I was 5 or 6 years old, I was thinking, why am I not worthy of getting something new? I mean, I didn't know those words from being a little girl, but why did everybody else get new stuff, but I didn't? Why am I not loved enough to get a new pair of jeans? I got upset. I started crying in JCPenney's, and my mom got really, really angry at me. And so I could swear one of my sisters was with me, but none of them remember this. But I do have one sister that passed away, so it could have been her that was with. But when we got to the car, I continued to cry, and I couldn't stop crying. And so as we started driving away, my mom warned me again, you have to stop crying, stop crying. And I don't know, she may have even yelled at me, but I couldn't stop crying. But what she did was she pulled over the car and she told me to get out. So being a 5 or 6-year-old child and getting out on the side of the road next to what was the housing project, so the lower income area of town. And I got out of the car and she drove away. And I was devastated, and I was crying, and I learned that I couldn't have my emotions. I couldn't express what I wanted or what I was feeling, because if I did, I would get left, and I wouldn't be loved. I wouldn't be lovable. So I shut down a lot. I shut down wanting things. Well, maybe not so much, but really, I just kind of got what I got. I didn't ask for much. And I started babysitting, at 12 years old so I could buy my own things. But life will present to us opportunities to heal. And in my life, I've gotten lots of opportunities to heal the story. And it's an old story. And where did it come from? It was born out of shame. My mom's family, actually, they were successful business people. They had a bakery, and it was a very popular place. My dad's family, my dad worked hard too, but we had 6 kids. We had a house, we had, he had to feed everybody. He had, and my mom worked too. But there wasn't extra money in our house, really. And so I'm sure there was some level of shame that my mom felt. And me crying about not being able to get something new probably broke her heart, actually. And she probably reacted in a way that she was just trying not to feel what she was feeling. And I know my mom didn't really feel a whole lot of love from her mom. So I'm sure this pattern that was continuing to progress was something that right now it's up to me to heal. And it's up to me to not live by this old story. Because there's been all kinds of wonderful evidence that showed up that story is still alive. And those are called tests, and they trigger you to, in my case, know that I'm worthy, know that I'm lovable, know that I am not going to abandon myself. And I think that's the biggest lesson. And I know that I've talked about this before, these wonderful opportunities that we get to learn and grow. But the reason I'm bringing it up today is because I want you to know that you are the writer, you are the director, you are the lead actor of your life. You're not just here to chameleon and conform into what other people want. You are not here to continue with the wounded patterns that keep you sad during the holidays, that keep you disconnected during the holidays. I used to teach a class, and it was all about replacing the blue and creating a true Christmas. And I did that for 3 years. but I haven't. I think the last time was like 3 years ago. Maybe this year will be a good year to do this class again. Because for me, the holidays, the reason I created the class is because I remember really great holidays. I remember really connected holidays with family. And over the years, those patterns changed. Our family changed. You know, my mom died, my dad died, sister died, and families got bigger. You know, the siblings' families got larger, and we just kind of stopped doing big family things. And this last Easter, we had a wonderful Easter because my son planned it and his wife. And the whole family got together, and we rented a place that was large enough so that we could all come. But the holidays are hard. They're hard for me too. So if the holidays are difficult for you, just know you're not alone. Last year I had wanted to take a group of women on retreat for Christmas who were going to be alone. And this year, it kind of, I think, is just all happening where it's all being created for me. Because I put the intention out there last year, but it's young ladies this year. And that's really beautiful. And young men too. But you get to be the writer, the director, and the lead actor of your life. Don't let anybody trip you up. Don't let anybody coerce you or offer you something that is going to take you back into an old pattern that's damaging, that isn't supporting you, that isn't supporting your life, that isn't supporting the vision of what you want to create. Because your vision gets to be beautiful. Your life gets to be beautiful because you're choosing it. And I know that you are worthy of it. And just know that you can borrow love from me if it's difficult for you to love yourself right now. Because I know there was a time in my life where it was really difficult to love me. And I had to learn how to do that. And I know sometimes it's not easy. And you get to learn how not to abandon yourself. Because that's been one of my greatest growths, in knowing how to come back home to my heart. And that's why my mission and vision is to help 1 million people to come home to their heart. And then my dear friend Jacqueline Ortiz, I'm Jacqueline Bambenek, my collaborator with a program that I created was Jacqueline Ortiz, and she's now a heavenly angel. And I adopted her mission and vision, which was, so on top of my 1 million people that get to come home to their heart, 8 million people that get to choose to do a self-loving deed and then offer a loving deed to somebody else and then ask them to carry it forward. So I am Jacqueline Bambenek with Vibrational Energy Solutions, and this is day 6 of your journey into well-being. And even though I'm crying, I'm very, very well. And I am sending so much love your way. And you are lovable. You matter. You are enough. You are smart. You are kind when you choose it. You gotta choose it. Like, our life is, this world is ready for us to be kind. It's ready for us to be loving ourselves. It's ready for healing. And we get to be the source of that. Because hurt people, and healed people, heal people. And I think that our world is ready for a lot of healing. So I am sending so much love your way. Bye for now.